those of you who are excited about the pond series, you should be. Years ago we did these, and now we've got this, and this is our small one. Well, surprise, we are back at the pond. The 2.0 pond restoration mission is back in full effect. And I just dropped the last pond video about a week ago. I saw the response. You guys are so stoked. I'm bringing the pond videos back, as am I. I'm glad we're on the same page. Mano y mano. Hey, what's mano y mano mean? I feel like that's the thing I say, mano y mano. I could be using that completely wrong, but anyway, today we're doing another pond mission. This one's actually cool. It's not something we've done before. As you can tell by the title and the thumbnail of this video, we are bringing back some natural brush piles, but we're gonna bait the brush piles, which is very, very cool. So I basically learned this from like tournament fishing guys. Well, maybe I shouldn't say that because it's illegal in tournament fishing, but I don't tournament fish, so you don't gotta worry. Your boy Brendan Chase not breaking the law. But essentially what it is, you know, you fish brush piles. Brush piles are like habitats for fish, right? Like the fish go to the brush pile, they hang out, and then they eat the bait fish and stuff like that. And that's where you catch them. Like deep wooden brush piles in the middle of a lake, it's gonna hold big fish. It's just kind of like an unspoken rule, I guess. Now, for the important part is why exactly are we doing the brush piles? Well, we're doing it for multiple reasons. It's kind of like a win-win situation. So we're creating a habitat for the bass. So the big bass that are in here, if there are big bass in here, we still got to kind of figure that out. It's going to give them some place to just kind of call safe, and they're not going to get face punched by a bunch of the little kids that have magically found this pond over the years of filming. So it's going to give them some space. We also don't really have a lot of structure for our bluegill, our shiners, stuff like that. And we're going to be baiting those piles, which I'll show you the bait in a minute. But essentially what it does, big fish will go there because they want to, you know, have a safe space. And then the bait fish will go there because there's going to be bait there for the bait fish to eat, if that makes sense. So we're also going to dive the brush pile maybe in about a week or so and see what our bluegill population in the lake looks like, because looking at the water right here, it just it's a little slim. It used to be a bunch of bluegill all the way around. Now I've only seen some of them in the lily pads. So we're going to wait about a week and see if we need to do a bluegill transplant in this pond. So I have made artificial structures in the past. There's gonna be water over this, but if the fish go in and out of this, dude, they are safe. But they were these tomato, what do they call them? Tomato planter things. Basically, they're things for tomatoes to crawl up on, and they're for tomato plants. But we got a bunch of these and we put them out there, and it did work really, really well. The only thing that's bad about them is when people are fishing out here and hooking these things, they just pull up super easy. This is my demonstration, don't judge me. So plan is we're gonna get a ton of branches, as many as we can fit in the truck, and basically pile them up all like this, right? Like just take all the branches, pile them up. We're gonna use paracord to tie all these things together. You might be saying to yourself, Brandon, wood is gonna float, it's gonna float to the top, it's not gonna sit together, or if people hook it, they're just gonna pull it all out. You would be correct. However, we have multiple center blocks that we are going to also bound to the wood structure. Now remember, these aren't just brush piles, we're baiting the brush piles. So there's a really cool way to do this. We have a nice thin mesh on this, and we also have different types of food. We've got dog food, which I've heard everybody uses dog food, and then we actually have pond fish food. This is for the fishies. So either one, I know dog food works, but we're gonna try the fish food as well. Tie those to the branches. Again, that's bringing the bait fish to the brush pile, which then brings the big fish that eat the bait fish to the brush pile. I know that was a long, elaborated process, but I wanted to make sure we're on the same page. And I'm gonna be kind of taking my time with the pond videos. I normally like rush the whole process, but now Pond 2.0 project, I'm gonna explain to you what we're doing, why we're doing it. They're gonna be a little bit longer, a little bit more talking, but whatever. Okay, if you don't like it, just skip it forward a little bit. But one thing we do need before we start laying brush piles is we need brush. So let's head on over to the woods, grab some brush real quick, and see what kind of trees we're gonna be laying at the bottom of this pond. It's very exciting. No wood has ever been laid in this pond, and there's no like big branches that are falling in here. So this is really new to these fish. They only have lily pads and mud here. Should have brought the chainsaw. Swim right up under there, you know what I mean? You get that under action. Get them little bait fish hanging up here, them big old bass down there. That would be the coolest structure of all time. 100,000 likes on this video. Whoever you can get that thing. I say 100,000 likes because that is like, that requires way too much work and a lot of money. So yeah, I mean, I think this video might get 100,000 views, but if it gets 100,000 likes, we'll do that, I promise. That's a big one. That works. Oh, dude, that's sick. This is definitely a road hazard. Hey, buddy, you okay? You doing okay? Here. All right. Packing wood, if you know what I mean. All right, we'll see you at the pond, hopefully with all our wood. Operation Wood was a success. It was funny though. I felt like, oh gosh. Oh, gosh, dude, that's gonna be a good brush pile. Look at that thing. That by itself is good enough. I mean, the fish freaking all up in that. You know what I mean? That's freaking good. I like that a lot. You know how like when a cop comes and his lights are on and like people like move off the road and stuff like that? That's how I felt with the tree. It was a little hanging off, but we did lose one branch. Not enough to damage a car. It's a small one. But there was absolutely no one behind me in traffic. I was in the right lane and literally a line of like 40 cars in the left lane. It was pretty funny. Oh, there he goes. Oh, he's right where we want to do the brush pile. So that's sick. Literally right where we want to do the brush piles. Oh God, I'm definitely not getting in the water now. We're gonna build out the brush pile on the paddleboard first. I put a poll on Instagram, so if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, you guys are actually gonna make a difference in what we do in the pond. So I put a poll up, I said 1 mega pile or 2 smaller piles. And I think it was like a 60-40 vote for the mega pile. And I honestly thought it'd be like a 1% vote for the mega pile. Like I thought everybody just wanted a mega pile. It was pretty split. So we are gonna do the mega pile because that's what won. But since we have so many branches, we're gonna have to do it in 2 different loads. So the first load is gonna be basically all the smaller branches tied together with a center block. And then the next load is gonna be the big branch that we had that we put on top of the truck. And then we'll actually put 2 center blocks on that one and just throw it in the same spot. So they're not gonna be connected, but when I toss them on top of each other, it's all gonna be fine. A brush pile is no rhyme, no reason. It's just structure. So let's load them on up, get everything tied down, and freaking make us a mondo brush pile, baby. Over there. Right there works. There's definitely a way to really mess this up, and I think I'm about to figure that out. I feel like I really don't know what I'm doing here. I feel like I'm just creating a spaghetti mess also while worried about alligators, you know? Can you see me behind that branch? Hi. Like a glove, baby. Kind of. We got a big log that way. We got the center block double tied. All this spaghetti, that's mine. I'm gonna trim some of these up so it doesn't look too crazy in there, but the big goal here is you want like these hanging off guys. This is where our big fish are gonna go, but our little fish are gonna love this brush pile. I think our big fish are gonna really love that brush pile. But when you look out this way, this is gonna be the bottom here. It's all gonna kind of be on the bottom, but these big guys and that down there, that's where a lot of stuff is gonna be hanging out, I think. Just imagine like a big bass just kind of hanging out under here, got bait fish up there. On this first bag, we're gonna mix the food, and then when we do the 2 brush piles, the 2 bait on this brush pile, we'll do 1 of each. So, little food test. Friggin' kibbles and bits right there. Little dog bones. Proud. Okay, well, that is gonna use the whole bag. So, we'll hold off on that. Oh my gosh, dude. You wanna talk about a baited brush pile, my boy? Oh my gosh, man. This is the one I'm really excited about. This is the actual pond food. So, I think we can freaking Look at that. It actually smells pretty good too. No, just literally smells like fish. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just sick in the head. Going in. This is gonna be our biggest one because each other, I mean, look at that, dude. Just shake that up. Oh, look at the dust coming out of that, bro. Oh yeah. Dude, doesn't that look like maggots inside of dog food? That looks so disgusting. All the fish should go to that. I mean, that's freaking epic right there. A real baited brush pile. That makes it look so much cooler, you know? Those of you who are excited about the pond series, you should be. Years ago we did these, and now we've got this. And this is our small one. So let's swim on out there, go get this baby dropped in, and check it in about a week. I'm so freaking excited, dude. All right. Oh boy. Oh boy, I'm getting close to the freaking fountain. No, the wind's pushing me to the fountain. I want it like over here a little bit more, you know, a little deeper. So there's an edge where you see the lily pads, it kind of slopes down. But I don't want this right by the fountain. I don't want to cause any issues with the fountain. What do you think? Good? All right, time to launch her. I don't know how to do it good, but maybe push that log. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh, no, no! I knew it! I knew that was gonna happen! Oh, I fell in, bro. I knew that was gonna happen. No. I gotta push that down. We have exposed brush pile, so I gotta push that down. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? On a real note though, it is kind of perfect. You can see the tops, but it went vertical, believe it or not. So it's kind of like a Christmas tree situation there, but I'd say that's good. And it's super cloudy. That could either be the mud or that could be the dog food in there. So could be one of those. 10 foot, 10 foot, 12 foot, it's up there. Just think, some people dunk that. Your boy Brandon J, last name's Jordan, but it definitely ain't happening with the dunks, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna do 2 center blocks on this middle of it, so it does go down flat. That one down there, it looks pretty good now. I was a little worried about it because all the branches are sticking up. I just broke the little guys off. It's good right now. This one's getting double bags, double center blocks. Beyond proud of this brush pile, completely finished now. Double center blocks, pond food, big old bag, man. Tied on the trunk of that guy. And then we've got the dog food double tied on that limb right there. I told Trav pretty much I'm gonna try to put it next to the other brush pile, but basically wherever the wind blows me first on the brush pile, that's where I'm done with this thing. All right, here we go. Yes, yes, yes! I did it! Yes! That worked! Dude, that looks so good. It laid down perfect, man. Look at the bubbles coming up. Oh, dude, that's amazing. 1, 2. They're close enough, you know, maybe the perfect cast is right in between. What? That looks good, dog. Right there is the one we just laid. And oh God, the other one is right here. Kind of hard to see them, especially on the GoPro. I'm looking straight down at them, so I can see them a little better than probably you guys can. But dude, I mean, we're literally right in between them right now. We've got one right there and the other one we're right on top of. Maybe kind of see it now. Yeah, you can kind of see it, that brownish color right there. Freaking sick, and the other one's right here. How'd that work out so perfectly? The big one I thought was gonna be harder, but maybe that was the move. Well, brother, we freaking did it. We got the brush piles. The second one laid so perfectly, dude. It went straight flat. I think 2 center blocks was the deal. But that was the better brush pile out of the 2, in my opinion. Has more like, you know, little fingerlings for all the fish. And it has more bait on it. And it's laid down so perfectly. It's like the perfect lay down. The other one is wicked though. The other one is like all up. So that one actually might be the better brush pile that holds fish. All right, I know it's a complete change of scene, but the other day we came out here and saw a bunch of the tilapia are bedding. So I wanted to throw it up to you guys. If you wanna see a bow fishing tilapia catch and cook, then drop a thumbs up on this video. I mean, gosh, dude, there's freaking monster tilap right there. I know you probably can't see them without polarized glasses, but they're just bedding all through here. I did this last year. You guys really loved that video, and it's so much fun. There's literally 100 beds like on this dock. It's unbelievable. So it's like a sit and wait thing, like you hunt for the fish. So if you guys want to see that, drop a thumbs up. But also, thank you so much for watching another pond video here on the channel. Feels good to be back. I feel like I got my freaking mojo back. I don't know if you guys could feel it as well, if it's coming through the lens here, but your boy Brendan J, I feel like I'm back on my OG original, you know, OG and original are the same thing, but I'm back on my grind, you know, I'm back like in my groove. It took a minute. I mean, I did some amazing things. Hawaii was amazing, but it just feels good to be back on like my home turf, knocking out videos and just getting them up for you guys, and like you guys are loving them too. So if you keep supporting, makes the video content creation a lot more exciting on our end. So we appreciate it so much, and as always, we'll catch you on the next adventure where maybe we're bow fishing tilapia beds. All right, peace out. You guys want to cringe? Wet socks, huh? Wet socks on the feet, and then shoes on the wet socks. Ladies and gentlemen, pond life. Thanks for watching, guys. See ya.